Hello everybody, I am Jennifer Roscoe and this is Let's Dish. And usually when you think about Blind Pig right here, you think beer, right? Well, this guy wants you to think food when you think about Blind Pig Brewpub. Joining me now is the head chef over at the Brewpub, Ryan Batts. Thank you so much for being here. This is a treat for me because every food that you have mentioned that you make over there and we're doing here today, I want to eat it all. He brought onion rings. We're making onion rings. I've never made onion rings before, and I consider myself a bit of a connoisseur. So I appreciate you doing that. So Blind Pig Brewpub is new, starting this restaurant. How did you know you were up for the challenge for starting a new restaurant?
Probably one of the biggest things is they had known that I had been in the building before. I previously worked there for about 3.5 years when it was Distill.
Yeah.
And so, you know, doing brew pubs, doing that type of vibe. I love barbecue. That's where I started really young, was being a pit boss. So we've got the big stone oven, we do pizzas, and there's so much more, especially we're going to be launching a new menu in about 30 days. So we'll start to see some dips and maybe some salmon, some excellent more entree dishes coming out of that guy.
I love a dip. I love a good dip. I'm a sauce girl. And I've been in the kitchen and it's nice, it's bright, and big.
It is.
Back there.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of space.
Got a large kitchen. It does, you know, like a lot of work for us as far as the scratch side of everything, so we can make and develop all our own sauces. We do in-house, so even though we're kind of stuck on a sandwich right now, real close, we're going to be getting off of that and offering a lot more. But we did bring a lot of those excellent items, and we are starting from as scratch base as we can with as many of those items, such as our steak
I love it.
sandwich.
He got us right into it. Let's get into the cooking, Ryan. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so what is the first thing that we are making? What are we preparing?
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get ready our steak sandwich, and we're also going to do some cheese curds today. We're going to do some onion rings and some French fries.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes to all of the above. D, all of the above. Okay, so steak sandwich. And what do you like to use meat-wise in your steak sandwich?
So we actually use, it's a shaved Wagyu. So
dang.
yeah. So we're using a really nice solid piece of beef. It's ribeye. It comes from the end cap, and we get it in and we do a chimichurri with it. So I'm gonna break that out.
A chimichurri?
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds like I'm just pumping you up, but I love a chimichurri too. I made this 2 weeks ago, a chimichurri sauce.
All right.
I created a meal just because I wanted to eat chimichurri.
Right, yeah. So, especially with steak, chimichurri is really great. It'll keep the meat from wanting to brown. It'll kind of put the nice garlic, salt, everything in there already marinated.
So why don't we explain for those who are chimichurri novices, what is in a classic chimichurri sauce?
So we actually use a little cilantro, basil, you know, any green you have. You don't have to keep it completely classic, but that's going to be your cilantro, oftentimes basil, and then there's a little bit of always like acidity to it. So you could use some lemon juice, some red wine vinegar, or some apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
Okay.
You got some garlic in there?
Lots of roasted garlic. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Lots of salt, pepper. Okay. And then whatever other seasonings you like. So I'm a big fan of paprika. Adds a little smokiness. So we always sneak a little paprika. And we use a little bit of red onion, and we also use a little bit of serrano to give it just a little background.
Ooh, kick.
A little kick.
Yeah, serrano pepper. Not a lot of people cooking with serrano. I like it. Well, and Ryan, I have to say, when I was over, the first time I went to the new space, I was just going for dessert, but what got me to come back for the rest of the menu, I love all of the very, I would say, unique ingredients. It's not just your regular pub food, right?
Right.
You're not just doing, say, a pretzel and cheese. It's pretzel, and is it a Gouda beer cheese?
Yeah, so we do our own cheese sauces in-house. We make 2 of them. One's for our mac and cheese, and we also do the chili poblano burger. So that is our poblano queso. We roast fresh poblanos, and then we make up Monterey Jack, cheddar, all sorts of different cheeses. Yeah. And then we also do a classic beer cheese to go along with the pretzels and, you know, the fries and all the other good items people like to dip in beer cheese. So.
And again, back to the dips. Back to the dips. Okay, so what can I help in any way?
So if you want to, we're gonna get some peppers, some onions, sauteing.
Get those
and
out of the fridge for you?
mushrooms. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, you told me peppers,
Yeah.
okay, onions I see. I've got peppers and onions. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Our newly cleaned out fridge, Ryan. You had lots of space in there.
All right.
Okay, so what am I doing?
So if you want to, you can go ahead and just throw the onion or the peppers in here.
Peppers in here. With on a hot pan, no oil?
So I've got these type of pans that you don't actually have to use any oil.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's
typically we'll use some oil.
healthy.
So we do all of this at the restaurant on a flat top. Okay. So we use a cremini mushroom, and we have everything pre-prepped here as far as our mushrooms and our caramelized onions. We do a stout onion, being a brew pub, so we can use some of our Monahan stout. I don't have that one in front of us here today. I do have
Matt's
the
very
cherry
sad you
milk
don't
stout.
have the Monahan stout in
Yeah.
front of you. Okay, can I ask about the mushrooms?
Yeah.
Because I was doing yesterday a pork marsala with mushrooms.
Okay.
And it called for crimini. Right, did I say that wrong?
No,
Crimini,
that's
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find them, used Bella instead.
Okay, yeah, good choice.
Was that a okay swap?
Yeah, I think Baby Bella is a great swap.
Yeah.
You could also use like a shiitake mushroom. You know,
Okay.
there's a lot of great options out there.
Why do you like crimini in this?
We like to use that because we're doing the pizzas, a lot of the Italian foods. It's just got a little more flavor, a little earthier than your typical white button mushroom.
Yeah.
And we can definitely get them from a source of all sorts of
Okay,
vendors.
well, good. I stood in the grocery store and I was kind of Googling, right? I should just pick it instead of worrying so much about I don't have the right mushroom for a dish. But the pork marsala was delicious. If anybody at home wants that recipe, it was very good. Okay, what are we throwing in there now?
So this is our stout au jus. We take a little steak sauce and reduce it down with some stout and a little seasoning.
How many of your food items are you incorporating the Blind Pig beer into? Because that's kind of I mean, are you getting
Yeah.
that beer in your recipes, right?
Yeah, so we do a lot of, well, this is a deglazing of the pan. So anytime we want to steam something or deglaze our pan, we're doing any cooking, then we can definitely use beer over water, right? So that's one of the big ones. But as far as like adding some items, we do our stout barbecue with the cherry milk stout. So that'll give us a little background.
Can we get a close-up?
Yeah.
Look at that. Wait, where's the camera? Look at the labels. Who comes up with these labels? Do you know?
So a lot of the
These are
labels,
great.
it's can art done by a local artist, Michael Hellebrandt.
Oh, local. I love that.
Yeah, so
okay, that's
he's
cool.
been with them even back when that was with the old ownership, and with the new ownership, they like to try to keep everything going. That still is classic to everyone who's been around the Blind Pig for the last over 20 years. So,
Okay, I have to say, Ryan, right now, your technique, I know we talked a little bit about your background. That was very fancy.
yeah.
I'd be over here with a spoon and whatnot. So you went to culinary school. Did they teach you that in culinary school?
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
make us do that a little bit every day.
And so where did you go to culinary school?
I went to Chicago, Le Cordon Bleu, Culinary Arts.
Oh, yeah, we've heard of it.
Yeah. So I went there in 2011, and it was a great time. That was kind of where it really got going. So, was cooking every day, working more than one job. You know, trying to soak up and learn as much as I could. While I was up there.
And while you were up there, I just found this super interesting because of what we are seeing lately. But he worked at Soldier Field for a year.
Yeah.
When you were up there in Chicago.
I did a work program with them, and that was fun. We cooked for the boxes, so they would have you throw on your uniform from school and show up, and we would do upscale burgers, fries, different items like that, and the Bears had a really good year that year, so we got some...
They did? Oh, what year was that?
That was 2011. So
85, you're not that old.
no, not quite that old. That wasn't the year they won the Super Bowl.
That was the one other year that they
Yeah.
were really good. Well, that was a good year to be in the suites then.
Yeah.
Everybody was happy.
It was, yeah.
Hopefully you were making some good tips. Were you making some? Oh, but you maybe
In
they're
the
not
kitchen,
cooking
we
it.
don't,
Yeah, oh,
we don't
shoot.
typically make tips,
No,
but
that's
that's
too
okay.
bad. That's too bad.
All right.
Okay,
So we're gonna get our steak going next. So they're shaved Wagyu.
Oh, you've already got it marinated in the chimichurri.
Yeah, so we preset,
gotcha. Gosh,
have everything kind of marinating.
Oh my gosh, you guys, the smell in here is divine. It's so, so good.
All right.
And you know, I'm thinking about it. I know because we've got a long show. If this is hot, do we maybe make this first, eat a little of this, make something next?
We could, yeah.
I just want to eat as we go. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get this steak going, and this isn't going to cook for very long, so you don't want to go anywhere. Stay right here. All right, we're back with Ryan. Our steak is cooking. How long did that marinate for?
So this has been marinating for a couple of days, I believe.
A couple of days. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And what does that do to meat when you marinate it for so long?
So it's going to help to break everything down, especially all the more fattier parts, stuff like that. Now it is very lean, it being Wagyu, but it's going to help get some of the salt, the garlic to help penetrate in. So
you don't have to add more to it.
And it's a lot of olive oil. I don't think I mentioned that with the chimichurri. Is that's your base. For the liquid is a lot of nice olive oil. So we're gonna put our bread down. We buy a real nice Cuban roll here that we can do our steak sandwich. And
where are you guys getting your breads from?
So we actually deal with about 5 different vendors. So we've got quite a few different people. We can always take a look and try to find the best quality products to deal with.
Is that something that you are picking out? That's burning there, right?
Yeah.
Can I get that?
All right, so that one.
I mean, this is what I want to say is the chefs we have on the show are amazing because I don't know about you. If you're at an Airbnb or somewhere else, you're trying to cook on someone else's kitchen, you don't really know what they have and how things go and how well things heat up. But you guys are you're good at this to just be able to come in and cook wherever. Well, and you're used to, I would say, cooking over an open flame.
Yeah.
Correct?
Exactly.
Because your background.
Yeah, we're very used to that.
You got cooking with the Boy Scouts, right?
Yeah, so I would say that was kind of the first time I really had to learn to do that was we would go out with our friends' dads and stuff like that, right? And my dad would come
Here's
along.
A picture of you, Ryan. What's this from?
So that is after I got my Eagle Scout. That was out at our local park because I'm from Tuscola, as some people may know. And
okay, can we come back on camera? Because Jennifer just made a faux pas. The towel lit on fire. Well, now the steak is going to be smoky. All right, I'm putting water on this.
I was going to say, let's pour something on that for you.
Well, Ryan, congratulations. You are here for our first Let's Dish Fire.
All right.
Oh.
It's
Okay, speaking of Boy Scouts and open flames, that was a perfect...
I was going to say, we were right in the middle of talking about it, so of course it had to give us the example.
All of a sudden, I'm deep in thought listening to you talk about the Boy Scouts, and I think, what's smoking? Oh, that would be my towel.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the Boy Scouts. When did you first become a scout, Ryan?
So I entered when I was 12. I did do kind of the younger programs, about 10. That's the Weeblos. But yeah, as soon as you can start doing scouting, because it's pretty big in this area, I think a lot of people know. Stays very active.
What was your Eagle Scout project?
So my project was, we were out at the local park, and we redid one of the pavilions out there that services as a restroom. So we put a new roof on it, and we ended up having a lot more work than we thought we were getting ourselves into.
That
one of those things, you know, take the siding off, take everything out, and we just ended up redoing everything on that. But it was a blast because a lot of people were doing a lot of fun projects out there. I'm just going to add some cheese.
Yeah, what kind of cheese?
So this is a blended cheese. It's got Gouda, Gruyere, and Fontina mixed in it. Okay.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Instead of just cheddar, I know there are good cheddars, no disparage to cheddars, but you guys are it's elevated, right?
Right. We're also going to do some Swiss on there, right? Because
Because the more cheese, the better. You don't even have to explain that.
Exactly.
What park? Where in Central Illinois did you build this for your Boy Scout project, your Eagle Scout project?
So the park out there is Wimbledon Park.
In what town are we talking about?
This is Tuscola,
In
Illinois.
Tuscola. Okay, that's right, Tuscola. Here, we need a spatula. Let me help. I feel like I'm not doing anything to help, Ryan. All right.
No problem.
Oh no, am I putting this on here?
Yeah, so we're just going to mix
perfect.
everything together like that.
Yes. Ooh, and that has a really nice char on it right now.
We like to make our aiolis in-house. We get our BLT, our club sandwich, our steak sandwich. We do some of our thyme aioli down on the top. Okay.
Oh, that looks really, really good. So which is harder, running a restaurant or building a roof?
Well, we had quite a lot of construction just to get the restaurant going, so it's been building up the restaurant, building up the menu, now running it, now rebuilding the menu as we're trying to revamp and do more entrees by Valentine's Day. So we're excited
that's
for that.
coming up.
Yeah, we'll not just only have a steak sandwich here soon, but we'll have some real steaks along with some more wholesome sides, do some mashed potatoes. Reduce some of the salads is what we're thinking. So I went ahead and gave us a little of our rosemary Mornay, because that's what you get. Mornay is a classic French sauce. That was something I learned with culinary school. And
Can I put this on here?
yeah, absolutely.
Do you want me to turn that burner off?
Yeah, that'd be fine. So we're just gonna
You
put
got it?
our steak on here with our peppers, mushrooms.
Yep.
Okay. Just like that.
How often do you get to taste your own food, Ryan?
Oh, all the time. We are not shy to want to eat at our own kitchen. We like to develop. We like to keep working since the place is new and making new items all the time. So,
Is there something that you had? I don't want to miss anything or lose anything, so I'm getting this over here. Is there anything that you, when you first opened, you had and you thought, okay, this is going to work, and then it just didn't?
oh yeah, you definitely go through some trial and error all the time and have to redevelop. We were testing out different ways to do pork belly all the time. So recently, I think we kind of have it down. It's working a lot better as far as how we bring in the product. So there's not too much prep work for us.
Well, because that's got to be one of the hard things. I mean, sure, you can put a bunch of recipes that are in your head on a menu, but being able to execute them.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
It's the timing, and my goodness, I don't. Oh, are we waiting? Or are we trying?
I think we can definitely get to try this guy.
That's the right answer, Ryan. All right. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and yeah, we're going to sink our teeth into it because it's hot and it's perfect. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Ryan, correct answer. Let's eat. Because we've got so much food that we're going to go through. Okay, but we're going to try a little beer. What would you recommend with that steak sandwich? And I'm going to grab it.
So probably with the steak sandwich, I would go ahead and do the stout myself, the cherry milk stout.
The one with the fun label? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, let's go. Ooh, he's going to bring this. You can bring the salad too.
Yeah.
Okay. So good. Oh, and more. Oh, is this the dressing? Okay.
So this is one of our more popular salads. Is our goat cheese salad. It's our fig and goat berry. We use dried figs, blueberries, strawberries, fresh pears, a little fresh roasted fennel, spring mix, and we make our own dressing in-house, which is also made
Nice.
from figs and balsamic. So we make a nice balsamic vinaigrette, and then we also have a nice garnish, which is our balsamic glaze. So.
Oh, very nice. And I know people at home might be thinking, she didn't pour a lot, but remember, I still have to do the rest of my job after this. So we're just doing a taste. We're doing a little taste of the cherry stout. Should we do a toast? Hey.
There you go.
To Blind Pig.
Blind Pig.
Yummy beer and food, and food, and food. Okay. Is beer the same? Well, okay, let's eat first, and then I have a question. Okay. I have to admit, I did eat a little bit before I took this bite because I forgot I was supposed to do first bite on camera because I couldn't wait. It was really good. Oh, Ryan. Yeah. You guys know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. That is super yummy.
So I think having spent so much time, like during cooking, you know, like getting a nice sandwich is something you can do a lot more, especially in Chicago with the steak sandwiches. So bringing down a steak sandwich into Champaign, since I feel like not enough places, especially around us in downtown, aren't really doing it up, I wanted to make sure we could really do it up, you know.
And I don't know if you saw the cheese pull. That's big.
Yeah.
Big. Did it have a good cheese pull? And that really it did. That was delicious. So how difficult was it to create a menu from scratch? I mean, that's a big task when they said, okay, come on in and we need a menu. What do you got?
I'm gonna be honest, probably your most difficult thing is gonna be like understanding that everyone else is gonna want involvement, you know. There's gonna be opinions regardless of how your palate goes. So you're just gonna have to kinda, I guess, roll with the punches and push yourself to make items that you didn't think about, push yourself to make items in ways you haven't thought about. And sometimes you just gotta be afraid to not say, okay, this isn't working out. We'll just drop it and do something else, because there's plenty of great items out there, you know.
And you also have to be able to source the ingredients.
Yeah, so we did a ton of food shows. We went to all our vendors' test kitchens, stuff like that. So that's a great way to kind of get to see some things and kind of get, I guess, the creative juices going for you.
Was there anything, like you said, looking for new ideas? What was a new idea that you thought, oh, I never realized this could pair with this in a dish? Was there anything unusual that you thought, oh, let's try it, and it worked?
One of our sauces I brought in today is something pretty new that I just kind of made on a whim one day real quick, and it was, you know, let's grab the hot honey, let's try to make something new that might toss the chicken, stuff like that. And it's got a lot of kick, it's got a lot of heat to it, and so we wanted to bring it down a little bit, and I'm looking, and I grabbed some orange juice, okay? We use a lot of chipotle anymore because that's been going very well for us. A lot of people like the sauces with a little smokiness.
The smokiness of a chipotle, yeah.
Yeah, so we added some of that, and when I blended it up, it was surprisingly like really good. It kind of had an Asian zing to it almost that you wouldn't have expected. So I took it a little further and started adding some of those more classic ingredients like ginger, a little scallion. Before you know it, it was like, oh man, we've got this really nice kind of sweet honey that actually has chipotles and orange in it.
So it's got a kick at the end, but it's still that. And so then what do you, where are you using that sauce?
So that sauce we're actually selling with our fried veggie right now, which is our onion rings and our asparagus. So that's what I brought, some onion rings for us to throw down, and I think you'd be surprised how good onion rings are dipped in some chipotle orange hot honey.
Oh my gosh, and I love a hot honey. Do you like a particular brand of hot honey? Because I've tried several, and I keep going back to Mike's.
We do use Mike's, actually.
Right?
Yep, the
Why is
original
that?
hot honey, so yeah.
Yes, Mike's hot honey is so good. I've tried store brands and whatnot, and I don't know what Mike's doing, and it just doesn't compare.
Yeah, well, it is real honey. You know, it's not just a corn syrup filler or something like that. So you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah.
You know, you get quality.
Okay, well, I need to take another bite. And we want to tell everybody right now, where the Brewpub is, where can they find it?
So we are at 301 North Neal, downtown Champaign, right with all our neighbors, Punch, got Big Grove across the street. Guido's is currently going under a remodel, and you know, we're next door neighbors with Neal Street Blues, so it's a great spot to be.
It really is.
Where there's a lot of good food, so a lot of good food left in Champaign.
I mean, it really was when Distill closed. That's the cornerstone of that whole corridor. So the fact that Matt opened something there, I know that was important to the entire downtown.
Yeah, and I think picking that type of location and exactly how Matt has put it all together, you know, if you come in, you check out the place, it's got its own vibe. It's now the Blind Pig, but you can still see that we're trying to bring that type of community with Brewpub, you know, and we're family friendly. We've got a nice kids menu, you know, we've got games, you know.
And a great bar.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good vibe to sit in that one little room with all the windows overlooking Neal. It's a great spot. Okay, we're going to, we've got more food. We've got sides to do. We've got fries. We've got onion rings. We're going to do that in our next show. So thank you so much for being here for this half hour, but we've got lots more to come. Ryan Batts with Blind Pig Brewpub. Happy eating, everyone.